Pacers. At one forward.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon, and you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Brooklyn Nets. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. So the Nets starting five. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for Indiana, Aaron Nesmith is out there with Walker. Then it's Turner. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the two. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Tip-off goes to Brooklyn. Here's Russell. Here's the floater. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Halliburton in the corner. Passes to Mr. Clutch. Puts up a deep three. Second shot opportunity. And Turner with the lay-in.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Now, here is Russell. Claxton the pass to Russell. Here's Claxton. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Halliburton passes to Mr. Clutch. That ball, nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really put in the work to become an outstanding passer.
And the first timeout called in the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Only be one, and they're getting set. Let's find those fans. How about your Pace Mates Dance team, everyone? Show them some love.
Al Russell, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Thomas, no good.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Indiana moving the ball over. Here's Mr. Clutch. Thomas grabs the rebound.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Williams can't hit.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Playing Brooklyn, he was nearly unstoppable. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now, here is Russell. His last outing with 20 points. Pass to Claxton. On to Russell. It's Thomas on the wing. Good on the triple.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2020 NBA draft. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And here's Russell after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Russell. Some terrific defenses in the league, and as we have about a month left to play in this season, what better time than now to see who has stood out and shown they have the skill and talent to take home the Rookie of the Year award. And you look at Mr. Clutch all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
the way he has sustained his level of play for the entire season, that's what's most impressive, the consistency of his performance. He hasn't had the major ups and downs that so many rookies go through.
Indiana leading by 6. Turner trying to free himself up. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game, that's the way to do it.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 6 points for him. That's down the ball.
Make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Last game for Brooklyn was a loss to the Pacers in Indy.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
All right, a chance to check out stats for him. Claxton the pass to Williams. Outside, Russell. Pass to Williams. There's the triple. The Pacers pull it in. Mr. Clutch has got 5 rebounds tonight. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor in this game. Just a horrible performance for him.
Jams it straight down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. And the Pacers give up 2 more.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Halliburton outside. With the drive. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Russell looking around. Now here's Williams. Neesmith covering. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Indiana?
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they've played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside, Russell passes it to Thomas. Trying to end the drought. That misses. passes off the backboard.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing. But they don't want to chance that again.
Here's Halliburton. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Got a piece of it. Down low. Oh, yes, he did. Five down for him so far.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's Williams. Still yet to score. 5 to shoot. And Brooklyn with another turnover here.
Indiana ball.
And with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. You look at Halliburton, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And of course, Mr. Clutch, several spots down.
And these two guys each initiate such tremendous ball movement. It's really fun to watch both of them operate.
Lets it fly from 18. The rebound by Johnson.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Thomas, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Neesmith, the pass to Turner. Halliburton against Russell. Knocks it loose. Pulls it up. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Number 7.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. It's rebounded by Indiana.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
They get it back. Shot's good by Walker.
Jarris Walker.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
Remaining in the first.
Out left of the wing. Claxton finds Russell. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been healthy at all.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off. There's 1:38 left to play in the first. Russell passes to Johnson. Outside Thomas. Nets passing it around. Russell left side. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Pacers ball.
So
Substitution on the
ends up
court.
with the new group on the floor. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. From deep. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Cameron Johnson. Thomas is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then it's Williams. And it's Sharp in at the center, filling out the middle.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Melton, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
We have liftoff. How about the jam by Melton?
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Well, DeAnthony Melton flies under the radar, Clark, but he is a solid role player.
Rock solid in every way, partner. Does a little bit of everything. You know, he's a disruptive defender and has great instincts at that end of the floor. He also can space the floor for you because he can make threes, but also can make plays, too.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Halliburton. And
such a special player, and his rush hour handles round out his game.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Milton passes to Johnson. That one wide left. Indiana's gone 5-9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Melton with the steal. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Turner.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Here's Melton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Williams. Here's Claxton. That one misses. Good work defensively by Turner. And a fast break now. The Pacers.
Well rounded, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Milton with the ball. And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Russell, he's checked in for D'Anthony Melton.
For the Nets, D'Angelo Russell.
On defense, the Pacers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Deep two from Russell. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's the pass to Thomas. Knocked loose. Will it go? The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Walker with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Walker penetrating. The shot's good. Walker's got his bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Claxton finds Russell. Lobbed up there for Johnson. That one doesn't drop.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook and get a good shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good plays.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He had an impressive number of points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. An amazing performance. Probably won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. He feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And he recovers it. Shot clock at 6. Thomas gets a wide open look. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here is Russell. Inside. Claxton, no good. Indiana's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Halliburton in the corner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Walker. And the Nets also making a change. Trendon Watford's checked in for Johnson. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And the rejection by Jackson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And that's now 33 points for Mr. Clutch.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the basket by Thomas.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
To the paint, here's Mr. Clutch, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
He's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Obi Toppin's checked in for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And then for Brooklyn, Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Johnson in for Russell. Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. And you say it all the time, he is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Johnson. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Mr. Clutch lays it up off the glass. From 38 points for Mr. Clutch.
Halliburton has such a really good feel for the game. He knows exactly how to get his guys to step up.
Johnson, the pass to Watford. Six to shoot. It's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Nets ball.
The Pacers making a switch here.
The Pacers.
Nembhard's checked in. And so it's Indiana with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous.
The Nets, 33.
Dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, with the double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
We've got Mr. Clutch. Walker out there with Harry Neesmith. And it's turned. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. That's the Pacers' 5. Now, here is Russell. Johnson down low, working on Walker. Russell finds Thomas. Three-pointer. good, and it's Russell picking up the
Cameron
assist.
Thomas. 3.
Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the middle, here's Mr. Clutch. Another lead pass, and he throws it down.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Russell passes to Thomas. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Over to the left wing. Outside, Walker. Here's Mr. Clutch. Claxton covering. Turner trying to free himself up. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Outside, Russell. Johnson kicks to Thomas. Goes up on the high post, and they pick up 2.
Cameron Thomas.
Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup.
Number
You'd
7.
be assuming wrong.
From Tyrese
They're beginning
Halliburton.
to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Halliburton against Russell. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Number 7.
And I've been impressed
From
with the
Tyrese
unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
It's Williams with the drive. It's rebounded by Neesmith. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Shakes off the strong Neesmith. Gets to the bucket for 2. Neesmith has got 6 points. Russell against Halliburton. Pass to Johnson. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebounded by the Nets. Williams looking over the floor. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The layup missed.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has exactly 0% of his shots.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Here's Johnson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Neesmith with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. A nice shot by Neesmith.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Neesmith. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And it's Russell missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Trying his luck from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that one's good. Russell.
D'Angelo Russell.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
That one drops one. Mr. Clutch has got 49 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
It's Russell with the drive. It's Thomas outside. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Cameron Thomas.
Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
To the inside, Mr. Clutch. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Now it's a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Indiana.
To the rim.
Substitution on the court.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Obi Toppin's checked in for Indiana. The Nets also changing it up. Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Williams.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to back in. And really the story of the second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Passes it to Melton. Sinks the triple.
D'Anthony Melton.
Melton's got 10 points.
Boy, his teammates and coaches encourage Melton to be aggressive.
Of all the great ball handlers park in the NBA, Russell's got to be right there at the top of the list.
Next
And
foul.
the thing that impresses me, Kevin, is how smooth he makes it look and how effortless it appears. Even at full speed,
For Indiana.
he can make moves that
Number
most
7.
guys can't even imagine.
Some changes for Indiana. Ryan's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathering comes in for Neesmith. And Andrew Nemhard's subbed in for Halliburton. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Nets. Russell with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Toppin passes to Mr. Clutch. Indiana moving the ball around. And that one, good. Mr. Clutch has got 58.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Watford with it. Toppin's there. Here's Melton. Toppin pulls it in. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And there's the pass to Bryant. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Brooklyn ball.
It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at Indiana, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And of course the Nets, they're much further down in the standings right now.
Well, right now for Brooklyn, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point.
Defensive foul.
Not this year anyway.
Day'Ron Sharpe.
How about that
First
one?
personal
Able to
foul.
maintain control
Second team
and
foul.
finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Sharp, the pass to Johnson. They can't stop the run with that one. And Indiana shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. They get it back. Count that one from Toppin.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Johnson. Here's Sharp, defended by Bryant. And it's sent back by Mr. Clutch, covered by Johnson. Here's Mr. Clutch. Another one goes. Incredible.
Number 7.
That's 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pacers.
Number 7.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots.
Substitution for your
It's
Pacers.
resulted in a
Substitution on the court.
Set it up, bring the play in.
Puts it up off the inbound. Connects. The jumper drops.
From Isaiah
63
Jackson.
points for Mr. Clutch.
unstoppable. He has got it on automatic out there.
And you know, defensive effort is not bad. They're doing the best they can, but he's been simply too much for them.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got.
Number 7.
Johnson is out there with
Second
Robinson.
personal foul.
Then there's
First
Cam
team
Thomas.
foul.
Then it's Russell.
Coming onto
And
the
it's
floor
Sharp
for the
in the
Nets.
center position.
Clowney.
Pass to Russell. This one for 3. Bryant with the rebound.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Jackson passes to Mr. Clutch. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
From Isaiah
He's been
Jackson.
doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Pass to Clowney. Robinson on the wing. Clock at 6. Out to Russell. Shoots the 3. Pacers with the rebound.
Yeah, but the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Number
Good
4.
on the shot. 67 points for Mr. Clutch.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And here's Russell. Pass to Clowney. Dishes it to Robinson. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Russell from long range.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Ryan in the post. It's hauled in by Thomas. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Nets. Russell from long range. It's rebounded by Bryant. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's having a tough quarter. So
Number 7.
basketball are able to help them close this gap.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Sharp, the pass to Russell. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Russell. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Beasley for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Tipped away. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
4th team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn.
That free throw good from Thomas.
Down to the
Trendon
line for the
Watford's
Nets.
checked in for the Nets.
Trendon Watford.
Johnson comes in for Russell.
Keon Johnson.
Johnson, the pass to Watford. He dishes it to Robinson. Nets passing it around. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And the Nets miss again. Inside. Beasley against Thomas. Here's Mr. Clutch. And got it! Another basket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. They get a hand on it. Pass to Watford. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Excellent D there from Mr. Clutch. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. High post. Jackson in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. Robinson pulls it in. Johnson at the elbow. Back to Robinson. Down low. The pass to Watford. No good from outside.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Mathurin. Robinson pulls it in. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Johnson kicks to Robinson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pacers shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. To the paint. Mathurin, good.
And inside, makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Here's Indiana. They're on a 13-3 run. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Bryant. And it goes down 2 points. Here's Johnson. Pass to Sharp. Back to Johnson. Lets it go with a three. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Mathurin. Here's Mr. Clutch. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Johnson, the pass to Robinson. Lets the three fly, and it's Johnson that time on the assist by Robinson.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Left side Jackson. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Jackson. Goes up and lays it.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding
For the Pacers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that's sky-high percentage. Plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Mr. Clutch.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching a triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pulls up. Again, Indiana. 1:11 left here in the fourth quarter. Johnson left side. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Nembhard, the pass to Jackson. Here's Mr. Clutch. Passes it to Bryant. Pocket 6. Here's Mr. Clutch. Another shot, and Bryant puts it in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Andrew Nembhard. Second personal foul. 5th team foul.
Free throw good, Thomas.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Cameron Thomas. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Thomas. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. And Bryant kicks to Beasley. The pass to Mr. Clutch. And he nails the jumper.
Number 7.
And
Assisted
credit the
by
whole team. It was a
Malik
focused,
Beasley.
concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Team
Yeah,
is
if you're
in
going
the
to foul, then
penalty.
make sure that you don't give a chance for the and
Shooting for
one.
Brooklyn.
And that one falls for
Keon
Johnson.
Johnson at the line for 2.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Now Nembhard beyond the arc, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot
Number
for Mr.
7.
Clutch. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They imported on a dominant showing in front of the crowd that every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Pacers. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, what a solid season they're having. Currently 3rd in the West. Pacers, T-Wolves, tip-off coming up right after this. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill, Coach Dan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Mike Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Reed in at the 5. And for Indiana, Walker out there with Neesmith. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Mr. Clutch in it to 2. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh my, man, I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
Now here's Conley. He played a great game against New Orleans. Here's Randle. Doesn't go that time. Oh, nice D from Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Mr. Clutch. From 7, count the basket.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now here's Randle. And here's Reed. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Neesmith. Pass to Mr. Clutch. 3-pointer. He buries it for 3. Mr. Clutch has got his second bucket of the night. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Timeout called the Timberwolves. We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Randle finds Conley. Down low. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
Back to Halliburton. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Mr. Clutch. The jumper from the wing off target.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make him off.
Got a hand on it. Halliburton outside. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Oh, trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. The ball's knocked loose. Outside Conley. Oh, there's the alley. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Alexander Walker. They grab their own miss. Here's Reed. Walker with some nice D.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Right wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Mr. Clutch has got 9 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Timberwolves trail by 7. And grant the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Halliburton, the pass to Mr. Clutch. Misses the baby hook.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
A step back shot. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Halliburton, the pass to Walker. It's a 10-footer. Down it goes. Great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist of the night. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 4. And Turner with the block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now Conley. Still no points. No good with a layup.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Fires for 3. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And Minnesota calls time here. And with the playoffs on the horizon, Stan, how do you keep your players focused on the now?
Well, Brian, if you have an answer for that, I'd love to know. Because I think all of us as coaches or as leaders of any kind, you're just trying to keep people in the moment the best you can, and it's not easy.
Now here's Randall. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Reed for 3. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 9. Pass to Mr. Clutch. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Randall. Back to Conley. Now here's Alexander Walker. Will it go? Outside McDaniels. Takes a 3. The Pacers pull it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Mr. Clutch passes to Walker. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Halliburton comes to help. The kick out to Conley. Four on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Reed can't hit.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Halliburton, the pass to Mr. Clutch. And the give! It's the Pacers from deep.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Reed. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Walker covering. Right side Conley. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. Indiana leading by 16. Here's Mr. Clutch. They're coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Pass to Reed. Outside McDaniels. Back to Reed to get back on track. Oh, and Turner with a block. And he's able to get it back. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now. They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's McDaniels. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Mr. Clutch. Oh, from deep. Down it goes. Great assist by Halliburton. Mr. Clutch has got 24.
Oh, he's just waiting threes for them early.
Pass to Conley. Back to Alexander Walker. Now here's Randall. Walker covering. Shot from the wing. Randall can't hit.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
To the right side. Here's Mr. Clutch. Covered by Alexander Walker. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Indiana.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Reed passes to Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Halliburton outside. Here's Mr. Clutch. That one falls. That's 29 for him.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Randall. He's scoreless. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Bryant, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Walker. Matherin's checked in for Neesmith. And it's Nembhard in for Halliburton. So it's Minnesota now. Back to Randall. To end the run. Out to the right wing. And here's Dillingham from the arc. No good that time. Dillingham was the 6th man during his lone college season, Greg, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Here's Shannon. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
For 3, Randall. Indiana with a rebound. Mr. Clutch has got 6 rebounds now in the game. He shoots a 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. DiVincenzo. Pass to Dillingham. This one for three. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, nice read by Gobert. When he's providing an assist, that is a big bonus.
Nine seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dillingham. Up and in from the low block. Dillingham's gotten his second bucket on the night. On offense, here are the Pacers. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Mr. Clutch doesn't go for him. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout on the way here. Indiana ahead, running away with it. After this break, we'll be back for the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Here for Indiana. He's made one and missed one so far at the line.
Jaden McDaniels at the line for one.
Jackson and Turner are in the middle. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Aaron Nesmith. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Nets put on a show. He dropped an amazing number of points of double digits in three categories. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the close zone. What a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Nesmith covering. Reed for three. The rebound by Nesmith.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
And Minnesota with possession here. DiVincenzo with it. No good off the back of the rim.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
As of late, he has been an absolute menace on the defensive end of the floor, causing all kinds of trouble for opposing offenses and making it really tough for the other team to find buckets.
Hey, that's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. Mr. Clutch has got 41.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
They get it again.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You gotta make it up.
Jaden McDaniels. Second personal
Grant,
foul.
when you talk about consistency in officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Randall is checked in.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Mr. Clutch. 43 points in the game.
Number 7.
We are getting deep in the season. Let's see the standings out east. You look at Indiana, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at number 1 as the postseason approaches.
Checking out the Pacers, they're peaking at the right time. They can really feel it. The big question is, can they keep this momentum moving forward?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are wondering the same thing. Do they have the talent it takes to reach another level in the playoffs? Because that's what you have to do to win a championship.
Off target from outside. And so Randall will bring it up for the T-Wolves. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
And here are the Pacers now. Well, Indiana shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Randall to in the cold spell. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow. Julius Randall. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Alexander Walker. No good on the 3. And the Pacers shooting 40% in the second quarter so far. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Mr. Clutch. Check by Randall. Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
From Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
2 minutes remaining in the
Outside
first half.
McDaniels.
2 minutes.
Oh, swiped away. Now the Pacers on the move. Neesmith with it. Randall's in his pocket. Neesmith passes to Mr. Clutch. Hey, from beyond the arc. He drops it from range. Mr. Clutch has got 48.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Alexander Walker. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Yet another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Reed. Clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker. Let's go with a 3. On target from range. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
Walker, he's checked in for Turner. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for McDaniels. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Neesmith covering. Gobert inside, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Dillingham for 3. Conley. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Indiana. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. And their 3-point shooting. Oh. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And for the Pacers, they're shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Mike Conley. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Reed in at the center position. And here's Conley. Still without a bucket. Outside, Alexander-Walker. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Nesmith. Out to the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebound, Minnesota.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's McDaniels. Nesmith covering. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Alexander-Walker. 5 on the clock. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Mr. Clutch. Lets it fly. Drained it for 2 points. Mr. Clutch has got 55.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Conley looking for an opening. Reed for 3. The rebound by Nesmith.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
It's good. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points here in the quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
He tries for 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Alexander-Walker, the pass to Reed. To halt the run. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Guarding Reed is hard. This guy is a big who can hit threes. He can drive the ball, beat you inside. So you have to track him all over the floor.
And he's good on the second. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren. And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Alexander-Walker grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Randle against Turner. Randle, the pass to Reed. Back to Conley. The Pacers pull it in.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Offensive board. Oh, another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. Pass to Reed. Looking to get back on track. And he can't get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Here's Mr. Clutch, covered by Alexander-Walker. Mr. Clutch passes to Turner. There's Nesmith with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Nesmith's got 10.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lead into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Here's Alexander Walker. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Halliburton. Again, Indiana.
You know, the shot of Halliburton is just so steady. You add in his driving ability. Tyrese is a scary offensive player.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Mr. Clutch. From behind the arc. Hits yet again. Wow. Oh, it's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Conley. Rejected by Halliburton. And he recovers it. And the basket is good. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season, 5 games.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
Conley finds Randall. Pacers with a rebound. Walker's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Here's Mr. Clutch. Outside Neesmith. He puts up a 3. Good. He hits again.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Now Alexander Walker. 20 points for him. Pulls it. And he hits the jump shot. Alexander Walker's got 22.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
To the middle. Here's Mr. Clutch. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Right side McDaniels from outside the arc. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 11 rebounds in the game. Mr. Clutch passes to Neesmith. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Pass to Reed from deep. The rebound by Neesmith.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Conley with the ball. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Outside for Randall. Fires the 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Now here's Alexander Walker. Tight defense on him. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. Alexander Walker's got 11 in the second half.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Mr. Clutch passes to Neesmith. Hey, expanding his range. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him. Got it. They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Timberwolves shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. Alexander Walker, the pass to Conley. Randall outside. Pass to Reed. And here's Alexander Walker. And the three off target. Indiana on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in for second chance points. Walker's got 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And here's Minnesota now. Outside Conley. Back to Alexander Walker. From 8 feet away, it's deflected. In transition, here they come. Pass to Mr. Clutch. He got it again. Sensational.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Reed for 3.
In the third, 2 minutes.
Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Indiana. 1:51 left in the third. Here's Mr. Clutch. And yes, another basket.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. Pass to Randall. Left side, Alexander Walker. And it's good for 2.
Alexander Walker.
Alexander Walker's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
It's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. You can't get a shot to go this quarter. Might want to get others more involved.
Mr. Clutch. Here's Turner. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Pass to Reed. Launches it. They get it back. Here's Randall. Tries again. No good there.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Good work there as it goes. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. Here's Randall. Off target with a jump hook.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's McDaniels. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Indiana way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in. Feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Now they're in it small forward with Jackson at the 4. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. The shot's good. Shannon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Jackson on the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Number 7.
Jackson Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
I just love the ball.
Now here's DiVincenzo, tightly guarded. Goes up with it again. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up in.
Nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
He hits the second from the line. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Here's Randall. No good. Unable to win this run.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And it's in there. Mr. Clutch has got 12 now in this quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Well, Stan, the minimum games threshold for postseason awards, it seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games? Would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4.
That's his fourth. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
And Minnesota with possession here. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Randall. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. That's good from Dillingham. On the assist from Randall.
For 3.
Randall's got his 3rd assist of the night. Jackson on the wing. To the paint. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Jackson.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Here's Shannon. Pass to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. No good on the triple.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Now here's Gobert. Here's Shannon. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Thomas Bryant.
Shooting for Minnesota, Terrence Shannon. At the line for 2.
That one's off. And Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in. Good on the second one. Here's Mr. Clutch. Beasley, right side. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Beasley. Puts up a three. Sinks the tray. Beasley's got 7 now in this quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that missed free throw when it's all said and done.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's Dillingham. Out to DiVincenzo. A deep three. Dillingham, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. And what a complete performance we saw from them.
Connects again.
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for second all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game. The defense throws everything at him, but he still scores. Outside Reed. Here's Shannon. Puts it up from 12. Pass to Dillingham. From downtown. Mathurin with a rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on it when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The offensive rebound. Bryant, no good. And Minnesota has possession. Here's Shannon. He's off on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And again!
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands alone for second most points in a game. Unbelievable night. Bryant against Gobert. Pass to Dillingham. Looking to end the run. Fires in the triple.
Great dime by Gobert. Scans the floor well to find his teammates.
Oh, tries a three.